Alright, so this is a video for my personal story. So the title of my personal story is called My Good Friend Max. So this story story kind of revolves around my good friend Max, who's a dog. I've had him since whenever he was a puppy. We actually saved him from an owner who was just gonna throw the puppy away outside, and a small little puppy is exposed to the elements and predators, the puppy is gonna often die. So we took him in. We had him as a puppy. He was a really funny puppy. He would just run around. He would just squeal. He would just bark, howl, and just spin around to show that you know he's having lots of fun whenever we're around. And as Max got older, he became more of a mature dog. He would just lay down, sit down, bathe by the sun, and really just go around the neighborhood. As he gained more confidence, he would just go around the neighborhood and kind of just snoop around. He was a really funny dog. Um, and because he's a funny dog, there's many scenarios. If not, there's many memories that I have of my good friend Max. Um, he would pee out of excitement whenever we or my family would leave the house and come back after an extended period of time. But that's one of those things as most dogs do. Then during 2019, there was a major shift that our family was going through. We had to move to Oklahoma for a greater part of their job, and that required most of us, all of my family to just move over to Oklahoma and kind of just be there for a little bit. Um, and so we decided to go ahead and pack. We were going there um, back and forth a lot. And during that time, we decided to leave Max with our family member who was babysitting our dog. So we didn't see it as much of as a big deal. And it made our trips a lot easier and faster because Max gets easily car sick. So we left him there alone. And so about 3 weeks into moving, and close to a month really, um, I was there for a good bit in Oklahoma. I'd say not a good bit, probably a month, but that's still for me, someone who hasn't left town or Tennessee at all. That seems like a long time already. But I was adjusting somewhat well. It was a lot colder in Oklahoma. It was more mist. It was more cold temperatures dropping day by day. But there was always a ringing feeling in my head and in my soul that I wanted to see my dog back. Um, because of circumstances and other external things that I want to just keep it as a personal thing. It didn't work out for us moving to Oklahoma, and that's a whole different story. But unfortunately, it didn't work out. Fortunately enough, we were able to just move back, and to me, that's kind of what I just needed to hear. So I was kind of happy that I was going to come back. Um, so there was a lot of up and down. Moving was a lot of environment change. But going back into the main story, we moved back, and we didn't hear a dog bark or howl at all. Um, and so the following days, as we were unpacking back from Oklahoma, we were kind of just snooping around to see where Max would be at. Um, and unfortunately, we were able to locate him days afterwards. So we even called animal shelters and neighbors around, and they didn't know. So I solely had to accept that my dog wasn't going to come back. Um, but that the main lesson that I learned from this is that appreciate the ones you care about near you, and appreciate your friends, your families, and in this case, it was my dog, and um, that is one of the greater things that I really learned is just learn to appreciate, just learn to appreciate, and as time goes on, that just resonates through my mind a lot. I think that's as you get older, you kind of just have that kind of in your mind the whole time. They're like, wow, this person isn't going to be here in my life forever, so I have to just make most of what's make most of it while they're here. But that's kind of the lesson learned. Um, and thank you for listening.